insurance provider, FanSaves, official digital couponing platform, Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider, Holly's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider, in Glasgow, exclusive puck provider, and Warrior Hockey, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. And don't forget, you can catch all the ECHL action live in high definition by logging into FloHockey.tv.
WKZO Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo Wings Hockey is on the air. The 49th season of K-Wings Hockey is brought to you by CSM Group, Culver's, WSI Talent, Bronson Sports Medicine, Athletic Mentors, Allied Van Lines, U.S. Cryo, Jaspars, Advia Credit Union, Tower Pinkster, and Wings Event Center. Let's return to the arena for the start of tonight's matchup. Once again, here's the voice of the Kalamazoo Wings, Chris Cadeau.
All right, K-Wings fans, here it is in front of you. 3 straight wins for this Kalamazoo Wings team this week, looking to make it a perfect sweep, but standing in their way is the ever-dangerous Cincinnati Cyclones. Hi again, everyone. Chris Cadeau here with you. As always, a privilege and a pleasure to welcome you in to K-Wings Hockey as we are almost ready. Both teams out onto the playing surface as we take a look at this afternoon's officials. The linesperson is going to be Dan Kovalchuk and Cameron Dykstra with Evan Reddick, the referee. The K-Wings are in their navy blue on navy blue ASL jerseys. On the front, sign language that says Wings. On the back, sign language for the name bars that says ASL, and the puck is down, and we are underway. Right off the hop, it's Ty Glover, 5 goals and 2 assists over the week. Thus far in the last 3 games, looking to stay hot here in this one as it's pumped in and out of the offensive end. Cincinnati comes right back. It's held up at the blue line. Eric Bradford going to turn with it in his own right circle, wait, and then stretch it across into the neutral zone. Tanner Sorensen has to reach back for it, bangs it off the boards on the near side, and moves it down into the Cyclone end. Getting the start in net for Cincinnati, going to be Julian Syme, as they are able to gain the line. Twist it back and forth. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here early. Cincinnati in their white on navy blue with the red trim. And the K-Wings get their first shot on net. That's Aiden McDonald coming down underneath. He wins the forecheck battle, moves it through the right circle, back up to the point. Colin Sackerman can't hold it, so they'll trail all the way back into the defensive end. K-Wings going to be moving left to right across your radio dial and television screen. And almost taken away underneath by Lincoln Griffin, as Griffin was able to score on his first shot on net in that overtime loss to the Toledo Walleye at home. First shot on goal for both teams last night found the back of the net as Josh Passolt gave the K-Wings a 1-0 lead in the overtime victory against Iowa. Final score 4-3 in that one, and Cincinnati actually got off to a red-hot start in their hockey game. They fell 6-5 in overtime, as I said, but they had a 3-0 lead before Toledo scored 5 straight goals. They were able to march back at the end and force OT. That had to feel good to come away with a point after giving up such a large advantage. After the defensive zone draw, we got no score. 18:24 remaining here in the first as we just get going. K-Wings cycling around. It's loose on the doorstep, and just skipping it through was Brad Morrison after Josh Passolt had the centering feed, and Indy's able to rim it all the way around from left to right. They go to work in the right wing corner. Lapide has to come off his stick as it's now jammed underneath, pinched up behind starting netminder for Kalamazoo. The Kalamazoo native, Mr. Hunter Vorva. Vorva shut out the Cincinnati Cyclones in their only meeting of the season back on November the 25th. That was a good stretch for the Cincinnati Cyclones despite that loss. Now they battle for it here as Burnside dumps it all the way around. Moves into the right wing corner. Patrick Polino coming up on it. It's pinched up on the half boards on the far side. Comes back to Jalen Smerak, the league's #1 defender for points. He shoots, he scores as he jumped right up into the slot, and Smirek stays hot. Came into the game number 4 in the ECHL overall for points. And it's 1-0 in favor of the Cyclones as he just marched in and found the twine behind Vorva. 6th goal of the season for Smirek. And it's 1-0 Cincy right out the gate. So after winning 4 of 5 coming into this week for Cincinnati, 0-2-1 thus far. So that's a huge shot of confidence for a team playing with 17 skaters here in this hockey game. We'll pay attention to that as the game progresses. Time of the goal, 2:40. Loose out in front. K-Wings jam at it. Glover, and a big save made by Syme. So it comes back out low to high, looking back to the slot, and that one just tipped through the goal mouth. Another one comes through, and Sorensen with a good job of creating there, and unable to bang it home was Bradford and Glover out in front. It comes all the way down the ice, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty, and the K-Wings are going to head to the power play. Happened in transition, coming back up the ice into the defensive zone. As Cincinnati looking to attack, and only Julia Bjorgvik home having words with Ty Glover. As Bjorgvik home being ushered to the penalty box. Glover red hot, as we said in the pregame show. 3 straight multi-point performances for number 14, the Abbotsford Canuck product. 6 goals, 2 assists, plus 8 in that span. K-Wings with 20 goals over the last 3. 2 minutes for interference at 3:17. Cincinnati able to bring the puck up to the blue line after the faceoff. Now it's loose out in front as Pessolt centered it across for McDonald, and it gets moved across, going wide into the left wing corner. Cole Frazier, the former Toledo Walleye, gobbles it up and slings it all the way down the ice. Warba looked to push it ahead quickly, could not, and the K-Wings will set up the Culver's power play here with 1:35 left. Coming into today, ranked number 24 in the ECHL as they gain the line, move it down low. On the other side, the penalty kill for Cincinnati, 23, killing off 74.4% of tries, and the K-Wings with power play goals in 3 straight, looking to tie it up here. They move it from D to D. They go left to right, back to centered up Calissi, over to the right circle, to the slot, shot, and a save made as it goes, I believe, off the bar. That was Josh Pessolt with the quick passing, just tapped it out of the left circle. And we get a whistle and a stoppage. 1-0 Cincinnati. Again, the Cyclones able to get out ahead on their first shot of the hockey game. Just like a night ago. Coming off the stick is Smirek just minutes ago. K-Wings win the draw. 1:05 left to work. There's a shot, comes in, tipped by Lapede, ends up on the half boards. Moving down into the left wing corner. Glover on the forehand. Smirek comes over, able to chip it ahead, but Sorensen able to move it back. Here's Morrison. Moving it from the half boards on the right side, coming down on that right circle, looking underneath. Now Sorensen jams it over to the left wing corner, trying to tip it ahead to Bradford. Does. Goes back up top. Dashke quickly moving it. That's the thing about this K-Wings power play. Since that second game in Reading last week where they were able to really figure out some good passing lanes, they have been connecting. Let's see if they can get going here. 15:08 left in the first. 23 seconds left in the power play now. Bradford from on top of his own looks for Sorensen. Turns, shoots, loose on the doorstep. And closing it down is Cincinnati. And it's cleared all the way down the ice by Patrick Polino. The Cincinnati team is very dangerous as well on the PK despite their ranking. Tied for first in shorthanded goals with 5. Polino has 3 of them himself. Back to full strength. Coming through the slot, though, in the offensive end was Morrison looking for the extra pass. Was Ted Nickel, and he couldn't get it across. And coming back in transition is Cincinnati. Now taken away at the blue line. Here comes Justin Taylor. Hasn't played in 2 games. Comes through. Backhand in. Save made. Shot by Syme. Moves all the way across. They go back to the weak side of the ice. K-Wings forecheck trying to free it up. Cincinnati moves now through the neutral zone, and then it's coughed up by Doherty. So laid right back down into the right wing corner. Seifert goes flying in there with Bjorkvik home, and he just throws him into the glass with no stick. Kind of looked like a roughing call if I've ever seen one. Nonetheless, Bjorkvik home still without a twig. Andrusiak gives it to him. Puck down in the right wing corner. And Bjorkvik home comes up with it. Looks to move it up ice. Comes through center ice. Dances through. And then turns it over as he gained the line. K-Wings come right back. Kiefer now as a man open in the middle. That's Morrison. Has to move over to the backhand for the pass. Can't find it. And gobbling it up on the far left of the crease is Syme. And that horn means we'll take our first media timeout of the hockey game. 1-0 Cincy, 13:29 remaining in the first. We'll be back with more after this on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
CSM Group is a national project management company with roots in Kalamazoo, Michigan since 1983. CSM Group has also been leading the construction industry with their extensive safety practices and execution of jobs of all sizes. CSM Group employs over 100 construction professionals and hosts operations in 26 states as well as Canada. They have market-focused divisions in healthcare, food and beverage, industrial manufacturing, education, and corporate facilities. For all your project needs, be sure to call CSM Group at 269-746-5600.
Ever wish you could visit Italy, but just can't afford it? Don't worry, Jasper's Pizza and Fine Italian Food will be your tour guide as you go on a culinary tour of Italy. With the best ingredients shipped straight from Italy, Jasper's is made from scratch sauces. Pastas and pizza won't disappoint. Jasper's, located at 5190 Gold Road, is the place to go for all your pizza and pasta needs. Jasper's has been a Kalamazoo staple since 1977 and still serving you great food today.
Back at Wings Event Center, 13:29 remaining in the first. 1-0 Cincy. Offensive zone draw here as the puck moves into the right wing corner. K-Wings hold it in at the point. Sackman trying to jam it down farther from that right point, but it scoots all the way back out the zone as Cincy pressures it out and then jammed right back in as it's tipped off the stick of Passault. Kiefer rushing up towards the line as it muscled off of his stick coming up the far side. So now Cincy able to get it through the neutral zone, dump it down into the K-Wings right wing corner. Sackerman turns it over to Smirak. He takes the shot, and coming out to the right side of his crease, falling to his knees is Hunter Vorva. He makes the save, holds it for the whistle. So we talked about Cincy and their 1,900 plus miles traveled this week as they went to South Carolina and fell, followed by a home-and-home series with Toledo on Friday and Saturday. It's this power play unit that has been phenomenal for Cincinnati, clicking at 25.3%, number 6 in the ECHL, led by Polino and Vive with 4 power play goals. So the K-Wings going to want to stay disciplined as right off the face-off, a shot comes in from Smirak. It's tipped out in front and goes wide to the right, so they go to work underneath. Muscling it into the boards, Connor Walters. He's being jousted at as Cato is well over there and able to come out with it. As Cincinnati, as Smirak fires another floater in as it goes from Burnside across. That's gloved down by Vorva, and it looks like what we have here. Henry Sorensen on one knee. Looked like he wanted a call. I think he's going to get one. Evan Reddick looking like telling him to settle down a little bit. Faceoff going to move to the left circle onto the right of Hunter Vorva. Doherty comes in to take the draw with Eric Bradford. For the faceoff, it's banged off the high glass into the right wing corner. Glover coughs it up to Vive at the blue line, but comes back out. Vive just spins and turns it right back into the K-Wings end. See if Kalamazoo can get some good clean zone exits here, as it has been tough over the first 8. It's a 1-0 score in favor of Cincinnati. Got 12 minutes exactly left in the first as Bradford's dump. Then allows Andrusiak to come in over the line. Blocking it is Glover. That might spring him. Tap pass from Bradford. Coming across. Andrusiak in front of him. He goes for the body. And able to get it out. Nope, that was only Bjorgvik home. Won't pay attention to that. 2 consecutive shifts. Those two have locked together. And Glover with the heroics last night in overtime. His feet below the goal line after the face-off win in the right circle, slinging it in behind Drew DeRitter. Right back on the attack goes Cincinnati. Shot comes in from Bjorgvik home. Griffin takes the rebound after it goes wide. Moves it up. Now a centering pass. Blocked in the house. K-Wings with a perfect 5 of dice there. Able to move it out to the neutral zone. Now intercepted. Here comes Callisti in. Tries a toe drag and comes through the left circle. Gets the shot off. That just goes wide to the right. Dashke unable to hold it at the right point as it rattled off the board. So he'll collect it in the neutral zone. K-Wings will start back in. McDonald's pass, like it rolled off the end of his stick. K-Wings able to recollect. They dump it down underneath. Josh Passold on the pressure as McLeod turns it around. Bjorgvik home moves it up the far side. Kalazek got a piece of it, but that's going to be icing on Cincinnati. It's been a fun weekend here at Wings Event Center, especially the 10 spot put up on the board on Friday where 2 Kalamazoo Wings players, Ty Glover and Tanner Sorensen, notch hat tricks for the 16th time in ECHL history, going back to 2006-2007. The Wings win the draw, comes back all the way around to the right side. Morrison almost gave it up, stays on top of it. Now it's chipped back. Walters just going to cycle it down into the right wing corner. Kiefer goes to battle for it, moves it underneath. Now Passold comes goal line, shoots it in. Stick save made, tough angle, but a good stick. In between that by Syme. K-Wings come back again. It rattles out in front. Kiefer trying to muscle it to anyone willing to chip. Now the K-Wings have to tag up. Allows Cincinnati to reload. Dumped all the way down the ice by McLean. Walters ahead. Chips it off the stick on Glover. He'll go to work on Burnside. Quickly getting it to Smirak, who floats it in to the center ice circle. K-Wings take it right back. Now here's Bradford looking across. Sorensen chip save made. Syme went from right to left. And he covers it up, and we get a whistle. So the K-Wings with consecutive games suffering suspensions as the slew foot was called on Chaz Redekop in the second period on Friday. And then a game against Iowa where there was 52 penalty minutes called in the hockey game a night ago. Drake Pilon was suspended for 2 games and fined as well under Rule 28 as discipline resulting in an unpenalized illegal check to the head. It was at 3 seconds of the hockey game. K-Wings win the draw on the offensive end at 9:32 remaining in the first. Blocked up at the line by Vive. Coming out was Vorva to chip it all the way back. Otherwise, Vive might have stormed in. Now Kiefer from the boards flings it from the near side to the far side. Now a tough angle shot by Glover that misses everything, and then so much mustard it's going to go all the way down the ice. Coming underneath it, Jacob Nordquist, the rookie. Moves it ahead, and it's going to be offsides on Kalamazoo. So 9 minutes to go here in the first. 1-0 Cincinnati on the Jalen Smirak goal in the opening minutes. So Nordquist getting some time here. Found his way into the lineup before the K-Wings headed out to Reading. His wife is expecting, so Kalamazoo allowed him to stay back with her, but then with Redekop going out of the lineup last night, he found some action, and then Kurt Gosselin going down day-to-day with back spasms. That one's a rocket chip from Sackerman from the right point. It just goes wide. K-Wings control again in the offensive zone. Shot comes in, save made, loose on the doorstep. Chip back up, Calisti winds, sends it across, tip just wide as Seifert was jamming down. He was angling it towards him the whole time. He was moving down from the bottom of the right circle. The K-Wings threatening here, shot total 8-5. Now an errant pass given up. Kalamazoo takes it back. Calisti looked to keep it on side, but a better vantage point than I have by Dan Kovacic. And we will come out to the neutral zone for the face-off. Gosselin going down as we go back to Nordquist. That allows him to continue to stay in the lineup as a rookie, quarterbacking some of the power play as well. Bjorkvik home, the former K-Wing last year, coming down from Cleveland. Coming down from Cleveland again this year with the Cyclones. As delayed offsides is the call in Cincinnati. They have to go back and touch up. That allows Dashke now to move it to Walters, who heads up ice. Walters to Kiefer in over the right point. He's going to rim it all the way around. Takes a dead bounce underneath in the trapezoid. Passel looked to come up with it, but coming over to assist was Walters. So Morrison now back to the line. He just takes it out. And he'll bring it all the way back into his own end. Tap pass. Morrison gets it back. Looks ahead to Kiefer. Dashke jamming in on the left. They all clog up. Might be 2-on-1 the other way. And an errant pass by Vive looking ahead. Could not connect with Tim Doherty, so they pinch it up down in the right wing corner. Now hooked to the ice by Vive was Dashke. Redekop comes away with it. Played off the glass. And that one's going to bounce softly to Kiefer in over the line. 1-on-2. He waits for trailers, and then he gets railroaded by Andrusiak. Right in the slot. Kiefer puts his head up, and he looks to be all right. Good clean hit. And now the bodies start to go back and forth as Redekop meets Vive as the two captains in front of the Cincinnati bench. Puck floated all the way into the K-Wings right wing corner. That's going to be icing on Cincinnati. 6:35 left in the first. 1-0 Cyclones here. So the K-Wings over the last 3 games averaging 6.67 goals per contest since Wednesday. It's catapulted them 8 spots in the league's ranking, bumping their goals per game mark up. Now a shot, they score right off the face-off. Tipped by Eric Bradford on the initial shot by Robert Calisti. And we have a 1-1 tie. Face-off in the left circle. It's bumped right out to Calisti. And he sends it right to the goal mouth. And you see it ricochet straight down. With Bradford right at the bottom of the slot. 6:33 remaining in the first. Eric Bradford, number 19, with goal number 6 on the season. That's now 23 points on the year to lead all Kalamazoo Wings. Let's see if they see blood in the water here. And now we get something at center ice. And that's Frazier and Sackerman coming in all alone as Polino. He just airs it over the top. Karn's calling for it. He has it chipped away. And K-Wings come back 2-0. Kiefer with glove, or the correction, that's Sorensen. He holds it. Trailer is Bradford. He scores! Tanner Sorensen with the patience. He had Glover on the right. And Bradford with 2 goals. Just like that, the K-Wings have the 2-1 lead. 5:58 remaining in period number 1. Boy, oh boy, end-to-end action. It started with Frazier throwing the body on Sackerman. They came down. And How about Tanner Sorensen on that one? What patience right off the face-off at center ice. It's booted out of play. So time of the first goal, 13:27. Bradford from Calisti. "35 seconds between goals. Time of the goal, 14:02. Glover and Sorensen connect with Eric Bradford. K-Wings come right back. K-Wings with 3 goals in 27 seconds on Friday night in the 49-year history of the Kalamazoo Wings. That has never happened. The fastest 3 goals in franchise history. Now they have a 2-1 lead, 5:16 remaining in the first period. Puck moved all the way down deep. Comes back out near the blue line on the far side. They all joust for it. In the middle, trying to get it worked free. See Aiden McDonald along with Justin Taylor, Doherty, and Andrusiak are on the other sides, and now moves into the defensive right wing corner. Vive comes away with it. Centers for Doherty. It goes off his stick. Held in at the left point. Smirek just floats it in. That goes off the end boards wide to the near post. Comes back out. Vive on top of the right circle. He's pushed off by Walters, allowing Taylor to move it back out to center. Getting back on sides is Vive as Andrusiak takes it in. Taking it off his stick is Walters. Moves it up the near side. Morrison will tip it in. Syme gonna leave it. Now Andrusiak allows it to go by, so Smirek takes it up. K-Wings ship it. They're trying to come back. Kiefer trying to chip it from Morrison. Couldn't find it just over the blue line. Doherty brings it back out to the neutral zone. Moves back in front of the Cincinnati bench. That is going to spring Panwar in. He has it taken off his stick. K-Wings come right back. Josh Passolt tries to move it to the center of the ice. Passolt enjoyed his second multi-goal game of the season last night, with his 2 in the first period, as it's moved all the way down to the K-Wings end for an icing. 3:25 remaining in the first. We got a 2-1 score. Sorensen, Glover, and Bradford out onto the ice as the forwards. Sackerman and Calisti the defenders. Panwar comes in to take the draw with Bradford. Frazier to his right, along with Cairns, Polino, and Mr. Griffin. It's all from the left circle. K-Wings win it. Shot back. Calisti fakes the shot. Takes it in. And a toe save made in a quick one. Coming off the left foot of Syme. It comes back out to the neutral zone. Chipped back and forth. Looking for some fancy passing. Was Bradford and Sorensen. Instead, they just crash it down in the right wing corner. Carnes gets the body, but able to absorb the hit and get it to the middle of the ice. Now drove right back in. Save made as Sackerman keeping Syme honest from the right point. And this one's getting a little chippy as we have a meeting of the minds in front of the net. We got 3:01 left in the first. 2-1 Kalamazoo. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the finish of the opening frame after this on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
Looking for a job right away? Don't wait. WSI Recruitment and Staffing is here to help. We have immediate openings across all shifts in manufacturing, production, warehouse, packaging, and hospitality. You want competitive pay? You can earn up to $20 per hour and enjoy the security of weekly paychecks. Say puck yeah to fresh, exciting opportunities. Dive deep at WSITalent.com and quickly apply for multiple jobs. Remember, WSI Recruitment and Staffing. Your ideal job is just a click away at WSITalent.com.
Host your event at Wings Event Center. With a hospitality-first mentality, you can rest easy knowing your event is in good hands. Conveniently located directly off I-94 in Kalamazoo with top-notch technological capabilities, in-house catering available, and intimate to large event spaces, you'll be set up for success at Wings Event Center. Visit wingseventcenter.com to learn more about booking your next event in Kalamazoo.
Back at Wings Event Center, 3:01 left in the first period. K-Wings with the 2-1 advantage. Face-off down in the offensive end. Top line out onto the ice. Bradford and Lapide go head up. Out to the left of Syme. K-Wings able to chip it back, but good job by Cato to move it. Now it's tapped back into the offensive end. Cincinnati's defense looks to collect. McLean finally gets it out. Dashkin going to play the body on Cato, or Lapide, excuse me, as he tries to rush past him. And we get a whistle as it looks like they're going to call interference on Dashke in front of the Cincinnati bench as the puck went streaming past and he went to play the body. So the K-Wings are going to be short-handed. 7 for 7 a night ago on the penalty kill, and it had everything to do with the amount of blocked shots, as the K-Wings had 17 blocked shots in the hockey game as they move to the Via Credit Union penalty kill. Ranked number 3 in the ECHL at 85.7, but as I said, the number 6 power play unit in the house here today. After the face-off in the left circle, Justin Taylor takes it out of the left wing corner, held in by Smirek, moves it to Andrusiak. They play catch. Andrusiak from the right circle, back up to Smirek, moves it across with Polino. Back up top, Smirek to Doherty. Goes back, and there's a shot blocker save made by Vorva. Rebound, they put it in the back of the net. It's Doherty. It went right off the bottom of the blocker on the initial shot. Doherty there to clean up the trash on the left side of the crease. And it's a 2-2 hockey game with 2:12 remaining. Tim Doherty, second goal of the season. Goals in consecutive games as well. It's a great job of gobbling it up right after the initial save. It's a great blocker save by Vorva initially. He jams it in right inside that left post. Face off at center ice. Right off the face off, Polino gets crunched. As Callisti right inside the zone on the right point went down as well. So now another shot that comes streaming in from the left circle and it goes wide. Polino with it. Griffin with the initial. Polino working hard, going back up to the right point. Smirek, his pass errant as it goes all the way out of the zone. So Burnside will drop back. Burnside wearing the bubble here today. Now the other man with the bubble for the K-Wings, David Kiefer. It's flung up and off the scoreboard, so that means a offensive draw for Kalamazoo here with 1:21 remaining in the first period. We got a 2-2 tie. Time of the goal, 17:48. Just took 28 seconds on the power play with Dashke off for interference. K-Wings with 2 goals in this opening frame. Makes it the 3rd straight game that the K-Wings have scored 2 goals in the first. Players aside as Glover on Friday with 2, Pesselt with 2. Now another opportunity for Redekup, and he just fires it wide from the left circle. It squirts out underneath that left post, under a minute to go in the first, and covered up. Got 57.8 remaining, and then Brad's with 2 here today. So if you're just joining us, Smerik at 2:40 of the first, Bradford at 13:27 and 14:02, 6-7 on the year, and then Doherty with his second of the season at 17:48. For the offensive zone draw, Cincinnati able to fling it all the way up to the K-Wings right point. Taken right back. Norquist gives it up to Bradford. Fakes the pass, comes through the neutral zone, gets it to Glover, give and go. Brad's undercut by Bjorgvik home, then he gets crunched up. Stick work down there as McLean and Bjorgvik home sandwich Bradford. He has it pinched up with that left skate in the left wing corner. Trying to get it moving. They continue to kick at it. Went over to help is Glover. He wraps it back, and Druzak the first one on it. So dropping out of the zone was Redekup. It comes right to him at center ice. He moves it across, absorbing the hit. Nordquist sends it all the way in from the neutral zone, about 4 feet outside that right point, and a save made. And we get a whistle as Syme here in period number 1 has been able to make 12 of 14, just 7 shots on net for Cincinnati here early. 11.9 left in the first. Justin Taylor in to take the draw with Doherty. Good work in the right circle. It's blown dead immediately as we get some cheaters. So look at everybody reset. Specifically, Justin Vine with both skates inside. Ewings win the draw. 10 seconds left. Sent in by Sackerman, and losing the stick was Doherty. It's then flung down the ice as he goes down with Seifert, and that will allow the horn to sound. So, after 20 minutes of play, Cincinnati rings the bell first. The K-Wings answer with 2. Then they come back on the power play as the Cyclones, and they knot it up at 2. We'll go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll fire up the Bud Light first intermission report. We'll go ahead and step aside, and we'll be back with the wrap of the first period and check out the out-of-town scores after this on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
When you're getting ready for a move, look no further than Allied Van Lines. Their world-class crew of full-service movers will make sure your moving gets done quickly and carefully. Whether your next move is in residential transfer across the interstate or corporate relocation around the world, Allied's team knows exactly how to help. Get your free quote today by calling 269-345-6111.
Here at the K-Wings, we like to think it's hockey season 24/7, 365. The action doesn't stop when the final buzzer sounds, so make sure you stay in the know on all things K-Wings. From news to entertaining content, you can find us on all major platforms at Kalamazoo Wings. Smash the follow button on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter for all the behind-the-wings action you won't find anywhere else. Like us on Facebook to stay up to date on all the other news, events, contests, and prizes. Fly high with the K-Wings today.
Positivity. It's more than a saying. It's the driving force behind our health system. It's in our employees, our providers, our patients. It's in the choices we make to improve healthcare for you and the ways we work together to advance the health of our community. At Bronson, we live positivity because positivity is what inspires us to go above and beyond. Find out what it can do for you at bronsonpositivity.com or follow us on Facebook.
Yeah, my friends are surprised I'm here tonight. Every time a good show came through, I had an excuse. I gotta take care of the kids. I gotta work late. Honestly, I just didn't have room in the budget. Recently, I found out I could save a ton of money by transferring my credit cards and auto loan to Advia Credit Union. And it was simple. Now I have my own concert fund set aside and am ready to rock at a moment's notice. I just don't remember it being this loud in college.
It's simple. Transfer your loans to Advia Credit Union online or at a branch. We'll handle the rest. All loans subject to approval. Rates and terms may vary based on creditworthiness of borrower.
Power up your play with premium on-ice and dryland hockey training from athletic mentors, leaders in athletic training programs. We offer ultimate dryland spring and summer hockey camps, in-season strength and conditioning, and ultimate skills and power training for youths aged 8 to pro. Experience our unique blend of mental and physical conditioning and elevate your game. Check it out at athleticmentorshockey.com. That's athleticmentorshockey.com.
Back at Wings Event Center, we are in the first intermission. Let's go ahead and start it right up with the Tower Pinkster first period recap. We got a 2-2 tie between the Cincinnati Cyclones and the Kalamazoo Wings. As some mistakes on both sides leading to goals. 2:40 the time of the first one. Number 6 of the season, unassisted by Jalen Smirak as he collected the turnover and was able to hop right into the slot, fire it home for the first goal of the hockey game on Cincinnati's first shot. That's now 2 consecutive games for the Cyclones that they have achieved that feat. Then at the 13:27 mark, Eric Bradford tipped in the initial Robert Calisti shot off the face-off as Calisti fired it from shaded towards the slot above the left circle. Bradford tipped it behind Syme, and that made it a 1-1 game. Then, just 35 seconds later, it was Eric Bradford again. This time, Glover catches the turnover in the neutral zone, hits Sorensen, who comes down, pulls the brakes right in front, drops it to Bradford, crashing, and it is a 2-1 hockey game at that point. 7th of the season for Bradford. The K-Wings now 3 straight games with players scoring multiple goals in the opening frame. First time Glover on Friday, then it was Josh Passault on Saturday, and then today it's Eric Bradford. But the Cincinnati Cyclones would get a power play at the 17:20 mark. Interference, the call to Dashke. They cash in almost immediately, 28 seconds into the power play. Doherty with his second of the season, goals in consecutive nights. And on the assist platform, back on the second goal by Eric Bradford, Robert Calisti picks up his 8th assist of the year, giving him 12 points on the season. For number 74 on Bradford's second goal, Tanner continues his hot weekend as he's able to notch his 5th assist of the season. And then Ty Glover also continuing to stay hot. Assist number 10 as well. And then for Doherty, it was Vive and Andrusiak, the Cincinnati captain. Justin Vive is able to continue to be effective on the power play, his 8th assist of the season. And for Andrusiak, that's his 8th as well. As we hone in a little bit deeper on that power play goal for power play assists, that is only the 2nd power play assist for Vive, but the 7th of the season for Zach Andrusiak, and that's where we stand. After one period of play, Ole Julia Bjorkvik home went off for interference at 3:17. The K-Wings could not connect on that power play, so they're 0 for 1 with Cincinnati 1 for 1. Shot total after one period of play, 12-7, which means Vorva's 5 of 7. Syme is 10 of 12. And if we hone in a little deeper on the shots, it's 4 shots on net for Jalen Smirak. That leads the way for Cincinnati. For Kalamazoo, Eric Bradford has 3 and 2 goals to reward him for his effort as well. That'll do it for the first period recap presented by Tower Pinkster. We'll go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll check out the out-of-town scores as the first intermission continues on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
Craig Culver cooking up the one and only mushroom and Swiss butter burger.
Have you ever tried our butter burger with sauteed mushrooms? I just placed 2 patties of our Midwestern beef on the grill. We're adding the sauteed mushrooms. We've added the Swiss. So the Swiss cheese is melting over the side of the burger. The mushrooms are right in the middle. Oh, that looks good. And there's the mushroom and Swiss butter burger. Welcome to Delicious.
Enjoy the farm fresh taste of Culver's at one of 4 area locations.
Host your event at Wings Event Center. With a hospitality first mentality, you can rest easy knowing your event is in good hands. Conveniently located directly off I-94 in Kalamazoo with top-notch technological capabilities, in-house catering available, and intimate to large event spaces, you'll be set up for success at Wings Event Center. Visit wingseventcenter.com to learn more about booking your next event in Kalamazoo.
Hey K-Wings fans, Chris Cadeau here to tell you it's time to stop buying single game tickets and save some money by joining the ranks of the High Flyers as a season ticket holder. The K-Wings have customizable plans to fit your budget, which in turn allows you that exclusive experience you've been looking for while enjoying Kalamazoo's only professional sports team. There's no better time than right now to become a K-Wings season ticket holder. Just call 269-488-8158 or go online to kwings.com to secure yours today.
Looking for a job right away? Don't wait. WSI Recruitment and Staffing is here to help. We have immediate openings across all shifts in manufacturing, production, warehouse, packaging, and hospitality. You want competitive pay? You can earn up to $20 per hour and enjoy the security of weekly paychecks. Say puck yeah to fresh, exciting opportunities. Dive deep at WSITalent.com and quickly apply for multiple jobs. Remember, WSI Recruitment and Staffing. Your ideal job is just a click away at WSITalent.com.
Well, not happy. Clicking in on the Detroit Lions and Chicago Bears game. That is quite frustrating, but the Lions looking to drive down and try and make it competitive. At the end, we check in on the out-of-town scores after every team in action last night. Only 5 teams are in action here today as Maine and Newfoundland go at it again, with Newfoundland up 3-0 with 11:43 left in the second. White West and Escott, the goal scores in that one as Newfoundland is defending home ice here. Maine got the 6-3 win last night, so Growlers responding. And the only other game in action right now is in the first intermission. Savannah is in Greenville with their 17-3 record on the season. And it's 2-1 in favor of the Ghost Pirates. Savannah fell 2-1 in overtime last night to Greenville as they go ahead and switch sides and complete their home and home. So if we look at all the scores from yesterday, after the 2 other games going on in the ECHL that haven't started yet, we are going to get Tulsa and Wheeling going at it, as Tulsa beat Wheeling last night, and then Iowa and Fort Wayne as Iowa looks to finish that 10-game road swing against the Comets. So we know that Toledo knocked off Cincinnati in overtime. South Carolina went to overtime as we had an OT-filled Saturday evening with 6 games going into extra time and only 1 ending in a shootout. Carolina was able to beat Florida 2-1 in OT. Indy dispensed to Fort Wayne 3-1. Idaho bounces back after they lose the first one on Wednesday in Kansas City. They take the next 2. This one by a score of 1-0. Then Jacksonville falls on the road at Norfolk as Norfolk bounces back with a win, 4-1. And then Orlando with a 4-0 shutout of Atlanta. Then Wichita, they travel to Rapid City. They lose 3-2 in OT. Reading able to answer back after losing 1-0 on Friday with a 5-1 victory over Troyes. And then in Savannah, like we said, Greenville 2-1 in OT. And then a big output for Utah. They beat Allen 7-3. Wheeling falls 5-2 to Tulsa. And the only game that ended up in the shootout was Adirondack and Worcester, with Adirondack coming away with the victory. If we take a look at the standings, we'll start over in the South Division. They're usually the division over the last 2 seasons that tends to be the biggest logjam. Right now it's the Central. We'll get to that last, as Greenville currently out in front by 8 points over South Carolina. They have 34 on the season. Then it goes Jacksonville, Florida, Orlando, Atlanta, and Savannah. And the difference between 5th place and 2nd place is just 4 points. So Orlando, with that win last night, putting them in good shape moving into next week's affairs. Then in the North Division, Troyes, they are 5-2 at home this season, 8-7 on the road, but just 3-7 in the past 10. They sit atop at 26 points. Hot on their heels, though, is Norfolk and Adirondack and Newfoundland, as it is just 3 points that separate them now, with Worcester at 20 points on the season, then 18 for Maine, and Reading down at the bottom with 14. Then we move over to the Mountain Division, where Idaho has some company this season. They're able to come away with 2 wins. That puts them at 2 points ahead of Kansas City in the standings. And Idaho with 35 points, and then 33 points for the Mavericks. The rest of the division is, well, the next 2 are starting to actually catch up. 25 points for Tulsa, as they're able to get a victory in Wheeling to stay behind. They're now looking at 8 points behind them compared to the 12 or more that it's been throughout the season. And then Wichita with 22, Rapid City with 19, 16 points for Utah, and then the Allen Americans down at the bottom with 15. And then that brings us to the Central Division. It is just 2 points separating the Comets in last place at 7, and the Iowa Heartlanders in second with 22 points. And Toledo keeps their winning ways going. 6-3, 0-1 in the past 10, though, for the Walleye, allowing them to stay atop. They have won 2 straight now, and the K-Wings with their 3-1 record against Toledo this season. Awfully happy with that thus far, but we know what that team is capable of. That'll do it for the standings and the out-of-town scores here in the first intermission. We got a 2-2 tie, 3:27 before we get going with the second period of play. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have middle frame action from Wings Event Center coming at you after this.
Ever wish you could visit Italy, but just can't afford it? Don't worry, Jasper's Pizza and Fine Italian Food will be your tour guide as you go on a culinary tour of Italy. With the best ingredients shipped straight from Italy, Jasper's is made from scratch sauces. Pastas and pizza won't disappoint. Jasper's, located at 5190 Gold Road, is the place to go for all your pizza and pasta needs. Jasper's has been a Kalamazoo staple since 1977 and still serving you great food today.
Do you have a knack for quick service? Are you the extrovert that everyone loves? Did you know you can whip up beer and nachos with flair and watch the cash roll in? Consider a lively part-time gig with the Wings Event Center staff. Be the heart of concerts, vibrant festivals, and electrifying K-Wings games. Want to boost your earnings? Don't hesitate. Apply directly from your phone right now. WSI Recruitment and Staffing. A world of opportunities awaits at WSITalent.com.
Do you want to stop the suffering of aches and pains? Are you wanting to look, feel, and live better? Would you like to recover faster to get yourself back on the playing field? US Cryotherapy is the place for you. Located off West Edge, we offer whole body and localized treatments, as well as many others from the everyday person to pro athletes. We've got something for everyone. Call us today at 269-993-0947. US Cryotherapy, the official recovery center of your Kalamazoo Wings.
Develop explosive power, speed, and agility at one of Athletic Mentors high school power sports camps. Our top drawer soccer, volleyball, football, and basketball camps help young athletes hone their skills and kick up their performance. Our coaching style is unique and multidimensional. We train young athletes for optimal physical, psychological, and nutritional condition. Take the quantum leap and train with a mentor. Check out our camps at athleticmentors.com. athleticmentors.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 36th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Barron Riggs, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance, and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2024 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Holly's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; and Warrior Hockey, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. And don't forget, you can catch all the ECHL action live in high definition by logging into FloHockey.tv.
All right, both teams making their way back out onto the playing surface as we ready for the second period of play. We got a 2-2 tie. Eric Bradford with 2 goals in the first period. It was started out, though, by Jalen Smerak before Bradford's 2, and then Tim Doherty able to knot it up at 2 before the end of the first. K-Wings going to be moving from right to left across your radio dial and television screen. The puck is down, and we are underway. For the face-off, it's moved all the way into the defensive end and wraps all the way around as it's pinched up down in the right wing corner. Taking it underneath is Doherty. Back to Smerak. His drive comes in. Tipped by Andrusiak, kicked aside by Vorva. That'll allow Bradford to play it around to the weak side. Coming over is Burnside to backhand it down lower. Andrusiak chips it back into the left wing corner. Now Rennicott moves it to Sorensen. Backhands it to the center of the ice. Streaming through the neutral zone is Bradford. He lays it into the right wing corner. Smerak comes up on it. Sorensen takes it away, shifts it over to the left side. Calistia drive. It's tipped and comes over to the half boards. On Sackman, another one. That one's tipped off the stick of Glover, but it goes wide, and it's jammed up and out of the zone. Sackman now looking ahead. That's sticked away by Syme. Ryan McLean to take it in the left wing corner. Pushing it up is Walker. Now Calistia drive and a save made by Syme as it comes out to the top of his crease. Calistia releasing it from the point, shaded to the left. We get a whistle and a stoppage. So Julian Syme started this year. This is his 4th game played. Now a drive right off the draw again. Save made after Calistia pushed it in. It's covered again. So 1-1-1 on the year. Played college at the University of Waterloo. And then had some time as a backup. Didn't play for Cincinnati last season. Played 4 games with Knoxville after his senior year. 2-1. Walker holds it in. Chipped down into the left circle. Coming away with it is McDonald. He moves it underneath. Bounces it off the boards. Not enough mustard to get it to Sackman. So Griffin drops it for Polino. Now coming back up towards that left point. Rope to the ice is Griffin. Calling for it is Walker. He comes over the line, tries to push it ahead for Taylor, driving towards the net. Now he gets it right back, moves to the slot, shot, save made, rebound. Taylor pushes this wide to the left. Backhanded by McDonald, looking for Taylor. He'll go into the left wing corner, create room for Walker to shift it over to the right side. It's picked up by Bjorvik Holm, and Sends it to center ice. The K-Wings take it right back. Western Michigan product Josh Passolt on the ice. The former Cincinnati Cyclone, as he had himself a season last year with the Cincinnati team. Shot comes in. That's blocked by Cato off the stick of Walters. And allows Cincinnati to move it up ice. Passolt led all rookies on Cincinnati's team with 47 points in 69 games. Definitely would like to get one here against his former team. K-Wings bring it out of their own end. Dumped in by Kiefer, losing an edge down there going to the ice is Cairns. But Lapede able to bring it back into the K-Wings end. Tries to center it out in front. Stick to side to the top of the slot by Morrison. And looking back for him was Passolt. That's going to go off the sideboards and down the ice. So we get a whistle and an icing with 16:41 remaining here in the second period. Shot total 15-8 as we just get going in the middle frame in favor of the K-Wings. Got a defensive zone draw here to fight off as Doherty and Kiefer joust at it in the left circle. Kiefer wins it back, but controlling it is Cincinnati. And Druziak comes down through the left wing corner, makes a nifty move, and now it's centered out in front. And the house collapses. The K-Wings move it back out to the blue line. Passolt ahead, finds Morrison. Morrison's pass, that's deflected. Good job by Vive to get his stick in there. Good detail on that play. It's wrapped back around. Now Smirek from his own right wing corner moves it ahead. Doherty flings it in the air. Vive has to find it in front of his own bench. Flings it off the end boards. It skips from the left wing corner underneath. So now chipped ahead. That's going to be icing on Kalamazoo as Redekop was looking for Glover. He's about 6 feet in front of the red line on the near side. Jason Payne, this is his third season as the bench boss for Cincinnati. Joined the organization as an assistant in 2018. He's been the head coach since 2021. Started his head coaching career in the OJHL with the Toronto Patriots back in 16-17. Coming into this year, a nice winning record of 84-48, 9-4. Killings moving all the way down into the offensive end now. Bradford underneath from the trapezoid. His pass for Sorensen. It's tipped. Now a shot comes in from the blue line from Norquist. They had a body. It looked like getting all of that one as we get another monster hit as Redekop rattles Griffin at center ice. K-Wings flip it back out. Now Cairns top of the slot. A shot. Save made by Vorva. And coming away with it is Sorensen, and he was looking to hit Glover on the rush. It tipped off his stick, goes down the ice. Now we'll go back and forth here as it comes all the way down underneath the K-Wings cage. Sackerman rushes up. He's able to beat Lapede down the side, and now a hip check almost thrown by Frazier. He misses. Body's flying here. As it goes underneath the red line and taken out by Cincinnati from the right wing corner. Kalazek over the line. That's offsides. So we'll come out to the neutral zone to get it started. Payne had the honor last year of being the head coach for the 2023 All-Star Classic at Norfolk for the Western Conference. And all this after a 14-year pro hockey career, including 132 ECHL games. After the neutral zone faceoff, dumped all the way down into the Cincinnati end, quickly collected. And then coming back for it is Justin Taylor, fresh legs. After missing the last two. Tails was starting to heat up here as he's been able to find the score sheet as of late. The K-Wings all-time leading scorer. We get a whistle. Puck heads all the way down into the K-Wings end. After the icing call, I'm just going to scoot back and forth with not a lot of opportunities here. Just over 5 minutes into the second. Taylor with goals in every other game going back to the 26th of November. So 3 goals in his last 5. The power play goal that started the K-Wings march back on Wednesday against Toledo was 6 straight. After the defensive zone faceoff, Kalamazoo stymied, trying to come in once. Now here comes Morrison over the line. Nifty move to the goal mouth. Oh, he toe dragged through the slot, and then it's taken away. Now a big hit thrown by Vive as he stays on top of Redekop over by the blue line. And that's paybacks for the first time that Cincinnati came in and got shut out, as Redekop owned Vive all game long. Lots of lumber thrown by Redekop in that hockey game. Now Calisti stops and starts from underneath in his own end, moves it ahead. Bradford, it's a hard time finding the handle. They come in over the right point. Glover tries to push it down farther. Turning with it, Bjorkvik home. Moves it ahead, tape-to-tape pass to Panwar, and then Polino gets taken off his stick. Gets moved over into the left wing quarter. Panwar underneath for Griffin. Griffin tries to cycle it out in front. Nobody home. Skate to stick Panwar. Now a shot and a save made by Vorva. Releasing it from the top of the zone. It was Bjorkvik home. 12:53 remaining in the second. We got a 2-2 tie. All the goals coming in the first. We'll take our first media timeout of the second. Back with more after this on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
WKZO Kalamazoo.
Here at the K-Wings, we like to think it's hockey season 24/7, 365. The action doesn't stop when the final buzzer sounds, so make sure you stay in the know on all things K-Wings. From news to entertaining content, you can find us on all major platforms at Kalamazoo Wings. Smash the follow button on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter for all the behind-the-wings action you won't find anywhere else. Like us on Facebook to stay up to date on all the other news, events, contests, and prizes. Fly high with the K-Wings today.
Yeah, my friends are surprised I'm here tonight. Every time a good show came through, I had an excuse. I gotta take care of the kids. I gotta work late. Honestly, I just didn't have room in the budget. Recently, I found out I could save a ton of money by transferring my credit cards and auto loan to Advia Credit Union. And it was simple. Now I have my own concert fund set aside and am ready to rock at a moment's notice. I just don't remember it being this loud in college.
It's simple. Transfer your loans to Advia Credit Union online or at a branch. We'll handle the rest. All loans subject to approval. Rates and terms may vary based on creditworthiness of borrower.
Back at Wings Event Center, 2-2 tie at 12:53 remaining in the second. As we get a defensive zone draw here. Kalamazoo looking to pick up their 4th win when tied after 3-5 at this season. Correction, 1-3. And for Cincinnati, they're 6-1 on the year. After the faceoff, it moves down into the right wing corner. Now moves up to the half boards. They joust at it. As the top line on the ice for the K-Wings. Another broken stick for Bjorkvik home, and Sorensen trying to hop on top of that one. It moves out. Now coming back with it. Sorensen comes in over the right point. Now centers it out in front. Good stick work there, and McLean got a piece of it. Sorensen sends it off the side of the cage. Now Bjorkvik home brings it out. Looks off the boards to Griffin. He plays it in stride over the right circle. Tips it out in front. Panwar has a hard time settling down that puck. Now it finally falls flat. Cairns across. Frazier a drive. Stick save made by Vorva. Goes high off the glass. Comes down. And Cincinnati pressuring here. Blocked shot by McDonald. That allows Walters to pick it up after Cairns' shot misses. Now fired in from the neutral zone. Gloved off by Syme. Kings forecheck trying to take it away here. There's Cooper Walker, the young rookie for the K-Wings, doing great work this season. Son of NHL great Scott Walker. There's a shot from the blue line, tipped wide by Taylor off the stick of Sackerman. Comes right back. McDonald fires it, and it goes off a stick high off the glass. Comes rolling up to the point and out. That's fired across. K-Wings got a touch up to stay on side. Cole Frazier picks it up. No, K-Wings take it back in after the neutral zone turnover, and Morrison just misses Passel. Good move by Frazier to go around Kiefer as he comes in over the right wing, dumps it down low, shifted back up. Moved ahead, good pass. Now Passel comes through after the Morrison feed. In over the right point, stop, waits, fakes the shot, goes down low to Kiefer. Kiefer around the cage, out the left side. Trailer Rennikop, rebound, scores! Josh Passel from the right circle as Rennikop floated it in, wide open net, and it's 3-2 K-Wings. Passel now with 3 goals in the last 2 contests, 8th goal of the season. 4 and 5 for everyone. You see there, smiles all around. Another good look at it. Syme had a hard time coming back across, and now they're going to have a look at this goal as they go into the timekeeper area and pull down the iPad. Probably had everything to do with Syme coming back to his left. 10:24 remaining in the second as we come up on the halfway point. If it stands, it'll be 9:26 the time of the goal. Kiefer and Rennikop with the assists. I know that feels good for Josh, getting a goal against his former team. And huddled in there is Evan Reddick, along with Dan Kovacic. Survive the 2 captains. As Rennikop's next to him, they stand on their respective sides of center ice. Usually the longer it takes, the worse off it is for the team that scored. A look there as they continue to maul over it. So the K-Wings after this, after 4 games on the road, they go 2-2, currently 3-0 this week. 2 straight at home, improving that record to 6-4 on the year. Away for Cincinnati has been a struggle, 3-6 on the season. And if you're just picking up a single game look on Flow Sports, never miss a goal with FloHockey. You can watch obviously today's events along with all the other FloHockey games for the rest of the season. I'm sure you just stay right where you're at on FloHockey.tv and Click around for more information and sign up for your subscription today. Over 30,000 events per year, in-depth coverage, behind-the-scenes access, original documentaries, highlights, breaking news, and more. Sign up for FloHockey today. All right, it looks like they have made their decision. Get the Jeopardy music here at Wings Event Center. Just looking for a point, and we got it. So Passolt is given the goal. We got a 3-2 hockey game with 10:24 remaining. After this one, the K-Wings will run it right back with Cincinnati. They will head over there on Friday. Cyclones get Utah coming to their home barn. Heritage Bank Center, one of the more beautiful old buildings in the Central Division. Face off at center ice as we get ready to work with a lead here. 3-2 Kalamazoo, 10:24 remaining in the second. Right off the face-off, K-Wings bring it right on over the line. Sorensen drops for Nordquist, centers out in front, nobody home, and Druziak starts some brush-up ice. Bradford all over him. Goes down in the left wing corner. Redicott takes an awkward angle into the boards. And coming away with it was Bradford, taking off his stick, centered out in front. Doherty a shot. That one just goes up and over the cage. And that's exactly where Tim Doherty wants it. So we get a whistle and a stoppage. Doherty coming over from the Maine Mariners. Remember him in 21-22 with the Wheeling Nailers. 45 points. In 21-22, 73 last season, 21 goals, 52 helpers for Tim. The face-off, K-Wings win it. They send it back to center ice. And the drop back was Seaford. He gets it to Taylor, comes in over the right side. Backhand was heading wide, but gloved off by Syme. It's now time for the board as we and we'll just go simple today with the Go K-Wings. As now the shot, they score! What a blast from the point. Derek Daschke throws a rocket ship at the front of the net, and it is now a 2-goal lead for Kalamazoo right off the face-off. You see here, Taylor, just a nice little feed, and throwing his hands in the air is Syme. And for Daschke, he continues to stay hot. Now a 3-game point streak for Derek, the Abbotsford Canucks product from Troy, Michigan. So now 3 goals on the season, as he has 3 goals in the last 4 games. Face off now after the center ice draw, comes down into the offensive end from the right circle. So time of the Passolt goal, 9:36. Just over the halfway point, the K-Wings stripe twice again with 2 quick goals. And now with a 4-2 advantage. A big hit on the backside, down in the defensive end is a Cincinnati player. I believe that is Patrick Polino. He is very slow to get up. Get the athletic trainer for the Cyclones heading out onto the ice. He's walked all the way back, and we'll get a face-off in the left circle. K-Wings go right back at it off the draw. Shot by Sackman. Rebound jammed up and out of play. So the time of the goal by Derek Dashke, 10:28 from Taylor and Nickel. Justin Taylor with his third assist of the season. Ted Nickel with his first helper of the year. Nickel got some time at the end of the year with Florida. Played his senior year at golf and youth sports. The Wings win the draw. It's 4-2 now. As they get two in less than a minute here in the second, and they go to work again. Now, 4 goals, plus in 4 consecutive games. 6-10, 4 and 4. They work for it down in the right wing corner in the offensive end. Seifert brings it up to Calisti. Jammed all the way out. Sackman's going to rope it in. K-Wings will get a line change. And all the way into the left wing corner. Dumped all the way in on Borba. He's able to glove it. We get Cincinnati trying to turn it around here. They were able to climb back as we set off the top of the game in that matchup last night. After giving up 5 consecutive, this team can score goals, and they can score them in bunches. As he had those 3 goals in the first 8:25, as we get an icing on the K-Wings, will come down into the defensive end for the draw with 7:41 remaining in the second, 4-2. And then Toledo obviously with that 5 straight, and then they get 2 goals in 2 minutes and 3 seconds, starting at the 6:15 mark of the third to force OT to allow them to get that game tire by Doherty at the end. Shot by Andrusiak, fought off. And then they come back over the line offsides as Kiefer comes over the right point with Passelt jamming in on the left. Just brought the puck in a little sardine, so we'll head to the neutral zone just outside the Cincinnati end, closest to the Cincinnati bench on the far side. Get another whistle for offside after the face-off. That brings it right back. So Ty Glover with the assist, making a case for the ECHL Warrior Hockey Player of the Week. We get an offsides delayed call here as Cincinnati stymied coming in over the line. For Glover, 6 goals, 3 assists thus far. Still 7 minutes to go here in the second. 4-2 K-Wings. They explode for 2 again here. in the second period. They move it down into the Cincinnati end. Taylor Sorensen comes over on the half boards. And then moved out by Griffin to pump it down low. Bjorgvik Holm looks ahead. He's able to connect. Lapid gets to the Panawar. Now a shot from right down low by Lapid. That one saved by Vorva. Another one comes in, but it's ricocheted out. Callisti comes down the far side, centered across. Walker muscling his man down to the ice as it's flung back out to the top of the zone. And Cincinnati now gets it to Griffin, who flushes it in from the right point. Vorva able to stop it with the paddle. Gets it to Callisti, ahead to Taylor. Taylor now rockets it around the carousel. Rides the yellow from right to left. McDonald sends it right back to where it came from. And goes out to center ice. Everybody regroups. Flung in by McDonald. Bouncing puck taken away by Walker. Low to high. Connects, gets it back, looks across, pass, shoots, scores! Bottom of the left circle, what a pass! And it's now 5-2 Kalamazoo. Oh, we got a little standing on business with Passol's second goal of the hockey game with the Sally. As he signs it, just like DK Metcalf, falling down after receiving the feed. What a pretty goal by number 25. You'll see it here. Comes back, standing on that business. 5:41 remaining. Another multi-goal period for the K-Wings. 2 by Bradford in the first. 2 by Passolt here in the second. Dashke right there in between Passolt's first goal, and it's a 3-goal lead. K-Wings able to move it out of their own zone, and it looks like Vive got clipped with a high stick. He falls down right in front of the bench. K-Wings come back the other way, no call. Shot and fought off by Syme. Walker with that beautiful feed picks up the primary assist. 14-18 the time of the goal. Nordquist is able to get the secondary. And for Jacob, it is exciting because that is his first professional point. 5-2 K-Wings, 4:55 remaining in the second period. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be back with the finish of the middle frame after this on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
CSM Group is a national project management company with roots in Kalamazoo, Michigan since 1983. CSM Group has also been leading the construction industry with their extensive safety practices and execution of jobs of all sizes. CSM Group employs over 100 construction professionals and hosts operations in 26 states as well as Canada. They have market-focused divisions in healthcare, food and beverage, industrial manufacturing, education, and corporate facilities. For all your project needs, be sure to call CSM Group at 269.
Lines. Their world-class crew of full-service movers will make sure your moving gets done quickly and carefully. Whether your next move is in residential transfer across the interstate or corporate relocation around the world, Allied's team knows exactly how to help. Get your free quote today by calling 269-345-6111.
Kalamazoo, as they now have 25 goals over their last 4 contests. We got 4:55 remaining here in the second period. Neutral zone face-off, won by the K-Wings. Drop back into the defensive end. Walker, cross ice for Dashke. Dashke able to pick up his 3rd goal of the season at the 10:28 mark of this period. Doherty coming into the face-off circle after the whistle. We'll now move into the left circle after the icing. One back to the blue line by Cincinnati. Now Bradford marches up. He's got an angle coming down the right side to the goal mouth. He's fought off by Bjorkvik home. Rebound comes in. Scores! It came back to the right circle, and Wally is going to lead the line through as Walters lights the lamp for the first time as a K-Wing. It is now 6-2. 4:34 remaining. The K-Wings exploding again here this afternoon. All set up again by the hard work of Eric Bradford. After the face-off dumped down. And now a huge hit, and jumping over the top, throwing punches is Frazier, as Frazier got leveled in front of the K-Wings bench. And by Seifert, and now his jersey being ripped off. Frazier not letting go of him, as he just throws it down to the ice. Frazier got railroaded, and he doesn't like it, and things getting chippy as everybody else. And Taylor just throws his helmet across the ice. And now we get some fireworks. He's still just in front of the K-Wings penalty box. You see the replay there, and coming over the top, just throwing punches in the back of his head was Cole Frazier on the Seifert, and we'll see how this one sorts out. Just ripping the jersey off the fight straps as Frazier heads to the locker room. 6-2 Kalamazoo, as they have exploded for 4 straight here in the second period. Tempers starting to flare. Are huddled around that time circle. All 3 officials discussing how this one will unwrap. So Kovacic, Dykstra, and Reddick. You have a feeling that Frazier might be done for the afternoon, which really is going to put Cincinnati in a world of hurt. Cato was able to go. 16 skaters starting today, correcting that from earlier. Because they're just trying to survive this road trip. David DeSander, the E-Bug here. Might get some action. You see the Kalamazoo bench. Cole Schultz and Joel Martin discussing. Let's see if we get an official call. There's Rennekamp and Vive being talked to. Still not. It looks like Vive is pleading over there. So we get the call. It looked like we had. Here's the replay again. Coming in is Polino. And yep, what a drive by Seaford as he just tosses Polino into the bench. Puck was ahead, so missed it as it was coming through, and then Frazier coming in to defend, and the K-Wings are going to get a power play on that. And how about Jordan Seaford? Find yourself a seat, Patrick Polino. So the K-Wings head to the power play here, up 6-2. So Seaford gets 2 minutes for roughing on the hit. And we'll get it all sorted out here as the K-Wings out on the power play. Dashke up top. Hooks up Bradford, comes down on the left circle, looks across. Morrison back to Dashke. Shot and a save made by Syme. So Seaford 2 minutes for roughing, Frazier 2 minutes for roughing. And then he gets the extra 2 minutes as well. Puck cleared out of the zone. 3:17 left in the second. Ball vice officials just handing papers left and right here. Underneath, Bradford looks up top. Good stick work by Doherty to get the clear. Sorensen trails back to go for it. Warva slides it just too far away from him, so Doherty will keep up the pressure on Sorensen. Sorensen loses it to Doherty. Good takeaway underneath. This is a dangerous team shorthanded. Bjornvik home now. Has it up top. 5 goals. Tied for number 1 in the ECHL. Now Callisti over the line. Finds Kiefer. Back to Callisti. Down into the left wing corner. K-Wings looking to open it up here even further as Nordquist goes across the top of the zone. Passolt with 2 goals in the period. Comes down into the right wing corner. Sprays the snow. Goes low to high. 6 seconds left in the power play. Callisti, Passolt, left circle. Finds it. Shoots. Save made. Push back out. And now out of the box comes Zach Andrusiak serving for Frazier, who went to the locker room. Now Kiefer, drop pass and over the line. A drive, rebound, that just goes wide after the initial save. Kiefer trying to gobble it up. He goes up high. Now we get a hit underneath by Vive. It looks like he took out Passolt. And is he going to go to the box? Passolt rough to get up, and Passolt still chirping coming through. It looks like Josh Passolt is going to go to the box. 2 minutes for interference. 1:45 remaining in the second. 6-2 as things start to get chippy here at Wings Event Center. All started with Seifert launching Polino into the K-Wings seating area. Now a shot from Smirak. Rebound goes wide as Cincinnati 1 for 1 on the power play. Now out in front for Vive, who backhands it and goes off a stick and out of play. So 1:46 left in the interference call to Josh Passolt. Time of the penalty 18-15. Smerik coming into the day with 11 power play points, second among all defensemen. And they're all huddled up on the left circle. Lapid, Smerik, and Druziak, along with Doherty and Vive. The four are now the K-Wings called for high sticking at 18:29. So we'll get a minute 46 of 5-on-3. Taylor along with Sackerman and Dashke, the three. Smerik ahead. The fans wanted an offsides. Not going to get it. Smerik sets it up. K-Wings come into the day number 3 on the penalty kill. Number 6 for Cincinnati. They already have 1 today. Smerik's pass trying to go through the slot, tipped by Taylor, so they'll reload up top. Doherty, right circle, down low, and Druziak up top for Smerik. Same side, shot, save made, rebound comes in. Save made by Vorba again. Back to Andrusiak. Another drive that goes wide and rattles out of the zone. 55 seconds left in the second. A minute 6 left in the 5-on-3. K-Wings get a change. Now Bradford along with Sackerman and Dashke, who stays out. Doherty over the line. Drops it for Smerik in the right point. Smerik across to Lapid. Left circle on the wall. Cross Andrusiak. Right circle, taps it to Smerik, tic-tac-toe. Lapid blocked by Sackerman, up and out of play as he drives that right leg back and gets the skate on it. Whistle blows, 26.3. K-Wings with the 6-2 advantage with 4 goals here in the second. If you're just joining us, it was a 2-2 hockey game before the K-Wings explode for 4 from the 9:36 mark to the 15:26 mark. Passolt with 2, Dashke and Walters the other 2. Cincinnati wins the draw. They continue to set it up here. Lapid, Smerik left circle, looks to shoot, tries to go short side, it goes wide. It's held underneath, back up top, and Druziak, 2 seconds left in the period, across, they score, and that's going to count before the end of the period, so it's a 6-3 hockey game, and a blast by Doherty. And they're going to put probably 2 seconds back up on the clock. Officials are going to look at it. There's definitely time on the clock. So it's definitely going to count. They put 1 tick back on. So second goal of the hockey game for Doherty. He now has 3 on the season. Puck is down, switched aside. One just a blast from the right circle. Good passing. It's not up on the scoreboard yet, but Sunday for everyone here. K-Wings with 4 straight goals in the second. Open up a 6-2 advantage. And then Doherty able to make it 6-3 on the power play. They'll still have some residual time left over when we come back for the third period of play. K-Wings 6, Cincinnati 3. Back with more as we fire up the second intermission report after this.
Are you ready to take your business's visibility to the next level? Then partnering with the Kalamazoo Wings is the way to do it. You can enjoy custom branding, activation, and engagement with business packages that range from rookie business packages to all-star level. It's time to become a local legend by joining forces with the K-Wings, who've assisted hometown businesses towards their goals for almost 50 years. For more information, call 269-345-1125 or go online to kwings.com and ignite the flight.
Positivity. It's more than a saying. It's the driving force behind our health system. It's in our employees, our providers, our patients. It's in the choices we make to improve healthcare for you and the ways we work together to advance the health of our community. At Bronson, we live positivity. because positivity is what inspires us to go above and beyond. Find out what it can do for you at bronsonpositivity.com or follow us on Facebook.
Develop explosive power, speed, and agility at one of Athletic Mentors high school power sports camps. Our top drawer soccer, volleyball, football, and basketball camps help young athletes hone their skills and kick up their performance. Our coaching style is unique and multidimensional. We train young athletes for optimal physical, psychological, and nutritional condition. Take the quantum leap and train with a mentor. Check out our camps at athleticmentors.com. athleticmentors.com.
Do you want to stop the suffering of aches and pains? Are you wanting to look, feel, and live better? Would you like to recover faster to get yourself back on the playing field? US Cryotherapy is the place for you. Located off West Edge, we offer whole body and localized treatments, as well as many others from the everyday person to pro athletes. We've got something for everyone. Call us today at 269-993-0947. US Cryotherapy, the official recovery center of your Kalamazoo Wings.
Hey K-Wings fans, Chris Cadeau here to tell you it's time to stop buying single game tickets and save some money by joining the ranks of the High Flyers as a season ticket holder. The K-Wings have customizable plans to fit your budget, which in turn allows you that exclusive experience you've been looking for while enjoying Kalamazoo's only professional sports team. There's no better time than right now to become a K-Wings season ticket holder. Just call 269-488-8158 or go online to kwings.com to secure yours today.
Back at Wings Event Center here, we are in the second intermission, and to check with the ECHL officials, they are working to see if Cole Frazier has been given a game misconduct. He left with more than 4 minutes on the clock. He went to the locker room, but picked up the double minor according to the score sheet after Jordan Seifert launched Patrick Polino into the K-Wings bench area. Looked like a clean hit. So checking out the replay as the puck was moving through. And you get a chance to see, only got to see the melee after. And for a game that's 6-3, just lulled with neutral zone play in the second period. It was Cincinnati able to pick up the power play goal at the end of the second. Let's go ahead and jump into the first and second period recap presented by Tower Pinkster. Cincinnati opened the scoring up at the 2:40 mark. Jalen Smirek on the first shot of the hockey game for Cincinnati, 6th goal of the season. Then Eric Bradford answered with 2 in 35 seconds for his 6th and 7th. Robert Calisti with the assist on the first goal. Then Tanner Sorensen and Ty Glover with the assist on the second goal. And the second one was beautiful as it came through the neutral zone. The K-Wings came in 3-0 on Julian Syme. And instead of picking Glover, Sorensen stopped in front of the crease and dropped it to Bradford, who deposited it into the back of the net. But Tim Doherty on the power play would even it up. His first of 2 on the power play in this hockey game. Viven and Druziak had the assist on that one. Then we fast forward to the second period. Josh Pasol with his first of 2. Number 8 of the year, Chaz Rennikop and David Kiefer with the assist. Then Derek Jaschke at 10:28 with an absolute no-doubter into the back of the net from Justin Taylor and Ted Nickel, who picks up his first point as a K-Wing. Then Pasol on some pretty passing at 14:18. Norquist hooks up Walker, who then moves it over to Passolt, jamming through the left circle into the back of the net, and it's 5-2 Kalamazoo. Then at the 15:26 mark, the K-Wings just over a minute later. It's Walters, his first as a K-Wing from Eric Bradford. So Bradford with 3 points on the night, 2 goals and an assist. That makes it 6-2. And then Tim Doherty on the power play, 5-on-3 with Passolt and Redekop off. With Redekop off for high sticking at 18:29, Passolt at 18:15. The power play strike makes it 6-3. So we got 20 minutes left to play, and everything kind of exploded when Jordan Seifert threw, just absolutely cleaned Patrick Polino's clock, throwing him into the seating area, causing Cole Frazier to go crazy. So we'll keep an eye on the score sheet to see if he did get a game, but Frazier came over the top, throwing punches, ripping jerseys off, etc. If we take a look at the special teams, Cincinnati is going to have about 31 seconds of power play time remaining when they start the third period. After the 5-on-3, they are 2 for 2 currently on the power play. K-Wings 0 for 2 as Frazier went off for that double minor in the second. And that half of it was coincidental with Seifert. And then Bjorkvik Holm went off in the first for interference. Between the pipes, Vorba 15 of 18, Syme 20 of 26. And if we look deeper at the shot, total leading the way for Kalamazoo is Calisti and Bradford, both with 4. On the other side, 8 shots on net for Jalen Smirek. And shooters are going to shoot in this one. So that'll do it for the first and second period recap. K-Wings with the 6-3 lead, 26 goals through the last 4 contests with 20 minutes left to play in this one. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more after this on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
When you're getting ready for a move, look no further than Allied Van Lines. Their world-class crew of full-service movers will make sure your moving gets done quickly and carefully. Whether your next move is in residential transfer across the interstate or corporate relocation around the world, Allied's team knows exactly how to help. Get your free quote today by calling 269-345-6111.
Host your event at Wings Event Center. With a hospitality-first mentality, you can rest easy knowing your event is in good hands. Conveniently located directly off I-94 in Kalamazoo with top-notch technological capabilities, in-house catering available, and intimate to large event spaces, you'll be set up for success at Wings Event Center. Visit wingseventcenter.com to learn more about booking your next event in Kalamazoo.
Yeah, my friends are surprised I'm here tonight. Every time a good show came through, I had an excuse. I gotta take care of the kids. I gotta work late. Honestly, I just didn't have room in the budget. Recently, I found out I could save a ton of money by transferring my credit cards and auto loan to Advia Credit Union. And it was simple. Now I have my own concert fund set aside and am ready to rock at a moment's notice. I just don't remember it being this loud in college.
It's simple. Transfer your loans to Advia Credit Union online or at a branch. We'll handle the rest. All loans subject to approval. Rates and terms may vary based on creditworthiness of borrower.
Do you have a knack for quick service? Are you the extrovert that everyone loves? Did you know you can whip up beer and nachos with flair and watch the cash roll in? Consider a lively part-time gig with the Wings Event Center staff. Be the heart of concerts, vibrant festivals, and electrifying K-Wings games. Want to boost your earnings? Don't hesitate. Apply directly from your phone right now. WSI Recruitment and Staffing. A world of opportunities awaits at WSITalent.com.
Ever wished you could visit Italy but just can't afford it? Don't worry, Jasper's Pizza and Fine Italian Food will be your tour guide as you go on a culinary tour of Italy. With the best ingredients shipped straight from Italy, Jasper's is made from scratch sauces. Pastas and pizza won't disappoint. Jasper's, located at 5190 Gold Road, is the place to go for all your pizza and pasta needs. Jasper's has been a Kalamazoo staple since 1977 and still serving you great food today.
Back in Kalamazoo, 6-3 in favor of the K-Wings. We are in the second intermission, and it has been a fun weekend thus far. Still 20 minutes left for the K-Wings to close it out. 4 straight wins, looking for the sweep on the week. As Glover over the last 3 and 2 periods with 6 goals and 3 assists. Bradford with 2 goals and 8 assists. Sorensen with 3 goals and 3 assists to lead the way on the top line. Not to mention, it is so much fun when you have former team players coming back to light the lamp. Josh Passolt with 2 goals in consecutive games, now with 4 over the last 2 to increase his goals on the season to 9. We'll go ahead and check out the out-of-town scores, as it looks like all the games are in action. Presented by Athletic Mentors. Newfoundland hosting Maine 4-2. In that one, as Broussard gets a goal at the 7:32 mark to give the Growlers a little bit of breathing room. Then we move over to Greenville. It's a 2-1 hockey game with Savannah still out on top after their first period effort. 17:32 left in the third. Then Tulsa in Wheeling. And Wheeling has owned Sundays. They have the 1-0 lead after one. Hamelick, the lone goal scorer. And then the start of the first period between Iowa and Fort Wayne. And looking on that Wheeling game after they finish one period of play. Shot total 13-11. 26-18 here in this game as Gauthier 11 of 11 through 1. And that will do it for the out-of-town scores presented by Athletic Mentors. We'll have a look in at the affiliates as the Vancouver Canucks continue their winning ways. A 4-3 victory a night ago against the Hurricanes, and then a 2-0 victory against the Minnesota Wild on that Thursday. And if we look in on that the standings in the Pacific Division, the Vancouver Canucks now trailing Vegas by 4 points, as Vegas has kind of put it together over the last 10, 5-2-3, and taking points in 8 of 10, where the Canucks are 6-4 over the last 10. And for the Abbotsford Canucks, they were in action this weekend as Abbotsford got Coachella Valley on Friday and Saturday, and they dropped both of those games by a score of 4-2. They have Wednesday, Friday, Saturday games next week, and with Ontario rushing up on them, we have a look at the division for the Pacific, where Calgary out in front, and because of those 2 losses, that drops Abbotsford down to the 4th spot, and they are now 3 points out of 2nd and 6 points out of 1st. And right now the games will start piling up for the AHL, but it's been kind of 1 and 2 here and there for the Abbotsford Canucks, who have played admirably of late, and they now fall to 4th with those 2 losses on the week. We got 2:53 before we get going with the third period of play. 28 ticks left in the Redicomp Minor. When we start the third, 6-3 K-Wings. We'll be back with the final frame of regulation after this on the K-Wings Broadcast Network.
Do you want to stop the suffering of aches and pains? Are you wanting to look, feel, and live better? Would you like to recover faster to get yourself back on the playing fields? US Cryotherapy is the place for you. Located off West Edge, we offer whole body and localized treatments, as well as many others from the everyday person to pro athletes. We've got something for everyone. Call us today at 269-993-0947. US Cryotherapy, the official recovery center of your Kalamazoo Wings.
Positivity. It's more than a saying. It's the driving force behind our health system. It's in our employees, our providers, our patients. It's in the choices we make to improve healthcare for you and the ways we work together to advance the health of our community. At Bronson, we live positivity because positivity is what inspires us to go above and beyond. Find out what it can do for you at bronsonpositivity.com or follow us on Facebook.
Yeah, my friends are surprised I'm here tonight. Every time a good show came through, I had an excuse. I gotta take care of the kids. I gotta work late. Honestly, I just didn't have room in the budget. Recently, I found out I could save a ton of money by transferring my credit cards and auto loan to Advia Credit Union. And it was simple. Now I have my own concert fund set aside and am ready to rock at a moment's notice. I just don't remember it being this loud in college.
It's simple. Transfer your loans to Advia Credit Union online or at a branch. We'll handle the rest. All loans subject to approval. Rates and terms may vary based on creditworthiness of borrower.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 36th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to thank everyone for your support of ECHL hockey. The ECHL would also like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier; Baron Riggs, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance, and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2024 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, exclusive hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; and Warrior Hockey, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2024 ECHL All-Star Classic. And don't forget, you can catch all the ECHL action live in high definition by logging into FloHockey.tv.
WKZO Kalamazoo.
We got a 6-3 hockey game here on Sunday. Gonna try and keep the energy up in the booth. Talking with Dana Gray over on the Cincinnati side. It's just amazing that there have been as many goals as there have been, because just kind of being lulled to sleep with some of the neutral zone play, and then bang, bang, people are putting them into the back of the net. Nonetheless, the puck is down, and we are underway for period number 3. K-Wings with the 6-3 lead, and they are going to be moving from left to right across your radio dial and television screen in the third. Hunter Vorba, 15 of 18 in the contest, 20 of 26 for Syme. And Cincinnati bringing it into the zone as the power play expires. Just 28 ticks remaining coming into the period. K-Wings move it into the offensive end. Ty Glover moved off the puck, flung back up to the blue line. K-Wings 1-0 this season when scoring 6 goals or more. That happened back on Wednesday, or 6 goals in a hockey game that happened on Wednesday against Toledo, that 6-2 victory. As Cincinnati comes right back into the offensive end, chipped out by Taylor. He's going to try and beat the foot race with McLean. Now goes to his knees and tries to get it off. And a good defensive play by McLean all the way. Taylor might have wanted one. Now we come back the other way. Panward trying to get around Redekop. Redekop steps right in front of him and takes it back. Cole Frazier back out onto the bench for Cincinnati. So just the double minor assessed to him. Back at the 15:54 mark after Seifert was able to assist Polino to a free seat on the K-Wings bench. Called for roughing on the play. And a look, it looked like a good hit. As we get a whistle and a stoppage that will bring us over to the left circle in the defensive end. Get a little man smashing some pizza. Welcome everybody in on Facebook Live, watching the game on the ECHL page and the Kalamazoo page for today's contest. After the defensive zone draw, brought back out to the neutral zone. The K-Wings have to fight it off again from the left wing corner. Passolt with 2 goals now, brings it up, tips it to Morrison, who sends it back. Then a big hit thrown. Now a shot from the blue line from Calisti. That's reached into the air and brought down by the Cincinnati netminder Julian Syme. Not a big dude at all on both sides. We got 5'11", 195 for Hunter Vorva, and for Syme, 5'9", $183. K-Wings win the draw. Redicop collects, shoots, save made as it comes to the left point, and then goes right into the Cyclone emblem of Syme. Holds it for the whistle. We will regroup. Hunter Vorva looking to pick up the win today to improve to 3-4 on the year. K-Wings win the draw, centered out in front. Oh, Sorensen looking for Glover, jamming through. It goes all the way through the slot and down the ice. Jonathan Lemieux with 3 wins on the week already, leading all rookies and ranked second among ECHL goaltenders in wins with 8. Only Greenville's Jacob Ingham has 10. K-Wings slide it back and forth into the defensive end, flung high into the air to the neutral zone. Sorensen going to go battle with it with Smirek. And now Smirek diving, no call. He wants it. Now Sorensen knocked down. No call there either. So we go back and forth here. 2,000 in attendance here on Sunday. Wanted one. Oh, there's Seifert jamming out from underneath, trying to tap it in. Smirek wipes it away. Dashke flings it in and goes off his skate and taken out underneath by McLean. Gets it ahead to Cato over the line. Kings take it right back. Walters with the goal in this hockey game to Dashke with one as well. Bradford and Passolt, the only other 2 goal scorers, both of them with 2, as that one's backhanded up into the air at center ice, and it goes out of play. We get another magic wand down on the ice that'll be returned to the K-Wings bench. So Lemieux, also the K-Wings starting netminder, leads the ECHL in saves and minutes played with 455 and 898 respectively, and he was just so good last night, especially in overtime at 2-0, just stoning Iowa left and right. You want to know why the K-Wings penalty kill has been so good this season, and that's the reason why. K-Wings can't bring it in, so they turn it around. Now Kiefer comes in over the right side. A shot save made and covered up. He ripped it coming down through the right circle by Syme. Kalamazoo got a season high 42 shots on net a night ago against Iowa. Looking to raise that number as well, as they sit on the bottom of the ECHL, averaging 28.05, but climbing up that rapidly with the weekend. For the face-off in the right circle. Moved back into the neutral zone by Cincinnati out of their own defensive end. All bodies coming back and forth here as Griffin comes over the line. Looks down low. Able to connect with Panwar. He gets muscled up by Justin Taylor. That squirts the puck free. Calisti looks ahead. Here's Walker coming in. Walker now left circle, swishes it out in front. And Taylor unable to catch up with it because it hit a Cincinnati body. Transition comes back the other way. Next goal going to be large in this one. 3-goal advantage for the K-Wings. Don't want to give Cincinnati any life. As the puck works down the half boards on the far side. Justin Vive to Andrusiak, his shot. Vorbe able to pick it up. It was heading wide on the left side of the post. It now moves into the right wing corner. Sent back, Andrusiak comes down, switches with Doherty. Doherty hooked him up, centering pass, and Redekop out in front, keeping that stick of Vive off the ice. Now Smearick comes down, dot lane, left side shot, save made, rebound goes underneath. Another shot by Doherty and a save made as he's just below the right circle when he released it, and Borba able to collect, and he holds it for the whistle. Talked about those 42 shots by Kalamazoo as they now had 30 in this hockey game a night ago. Also a season high for shots by a player, 8 by Ty Glover. Right circle face-off in the defensive end, won by the K-Wings. Walters tries to move it out, intercepted, coming back down, looking out in front, and Cato unable to do anything with the nifty pass coming from Bjorgvik Holm, who's down deep from his defensive spot. Beating everyone down into the K-Wings end was Lee Lapide. Sent all the way down into the left wing corner. The offensive end for Kalamazoo. Unable to set it up. Lapide collects it, moves over the line from right to left. Stops at the left point, sends it into the right wing corner. Bjorgvik Holm has it. Back up to Cole Frazier. It's chopped off his stick. Moving it ahead to Morrison to Bradford. They're going to say offsides as Calisti was coming in, locked with Frazier over the blue line. And that will bring us to our first break of period number 3. 6-3 Kalamazoo, 13:30 remaining in the third. We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this.
Here at the K-Wings, we like to think it's hockey season 24/7, 365. The action doesn't stop when the final buzzer sounds, so make sure you stay in the know on all things K-Wings. From news to entertaining content, you can find us on all major platforms at Kalamazoo Wings. Smash the follow button on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter for all the behind-the-wings action you won't find anywhere else. Like us on Facebook to stay up to date on all the other news, events, contests, and prizes. Fly high with the K-Wings today.
Craig Culver and daughter Brittany on Culver's Chicken Tenders.
Brittany, I know you're particular about what your boys eat.
Chicken tenders rank high on my list. It doesn't have fillers. It's a whole piece of chicken.
Chicken tenders are the true tenderloin of the breast.
When you bite into it, it's like you're biting into an actual chicken breast that you just made at home.
If it's not good enough for my family, it's not good enough.
That's a good rule to live by.
Welcome to Delicious.
Enjoy the farm fresh taste of Culver's at one of 4 area locations.
Back at Wings Event Center, 13:30 remaining in the third. 6-3 Kalamazoo as the neutral zone face-off. Rush back into the defensive zone by Cincinnati as they were working, and it's quickly turned out of the zone. Frazier will go back to pick it up. Looks like we got a delayed penalty call on Kalamazoo as Syme heads back, extra attacker on. Last shift for Cincinnati had 5 defenders on the ice at once. Kind of a tale for how it has been going, but with another power play coming up, things can change in a hurry. Lapide from the left wing corner, he gets crunched, and now it's touched by Josh Passolt. He sends it across. And looks like Robbie Calisti's heading to the penalty box. So slashing is the call on Calisti. .7:10 the time of the penalty. The K-Wings head back to the Avia Credit Union penalty kill. They are 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Doherty with 2 power play strikes in this one. They win the draw and the control it. Smirek moves it to the bumper to Doherty, sends it aside, back to Smirek. A riser, it goes up and over. Doesn't find anybody. Ted Nickel gonna hop on it and usher it down the ice. Smirek catches up with it in his own left circle, turns it right back, stops striding, gets it to the blue line, tries to play it off the boards to himself. He's cut off by Dashke. Walters will come over underneath. Try and pitch it up. Now knifing to the front of the net is Smirek. Save made. Rebound. Pounced on top of by Vorva. That lobster claw coming down with the quickness as Smirek tried to surge out in front from that left post. Hunter Vorva's right. We get a face-off with 1:29 left in the minor penalty to Callisti. Coming from the left circle out to the right of Hunter Vorva. Clean win back, and Druziak a drive. Sends it high over the cage and then cleared down the ice. The K-Wings owning the face-off department here in this hockey game, coming into the third period, 36 to 16. 6-3 score. That one fired down the ice by Aiden McDonald. Smirek looking for somewhere to go with it. Vive left all alone right inside the blue line. He waits. Now Lapide comes over on the right side. And the K-Wings able to knife it back to the right point. Smirek looking for Vive, left circle, back up top. Vive will go take his place in front of the net. Lapide gets the pass. Comes towards the boards on the right side. Back to the right point. Dumps it to Andrusiak. Back to Smirek up top. He shades towards the middle of the ice. Now works to the left. Back to Doherty. Doherty, right circle. Andrusiak. Riser blocked by the K-Wings. Picked up, and Dashke slides it down the ice. Talked about it earlier in the contest. K-Wings so good at blocking shots. 17 in the contest last night. Now here comes Cincinnati back on the rush. Panwar all the way around into the right wing corner. It's ushered up to Bjorkvik home. K-Wings back to full strength. They get the clear. Syme settles it down in the trapezoid. Turning underneath it. Moving it up is Burnside. Tap pass ahead. Panwar going to go pick it up in front of Redekop. He's not going to let him in the right wing corner. Now K-Wings start the outlet. Morrison soft pass, intercepted, then he slides it back down. Let's get a change. Sorensen and Bradford come off the bench. Over the line as a shot comes in that's sticked into the glass. Panwar let it go from on top of the left circle. Now the K-Wings bring it back out to the neutral zone. Here is a shot by Sackerman. Syme makes the save. We get a whistle and a stoppage with exactly 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Face off from the right circle. K-Wings able to hold it after the clearance attempt. Keeper across, and oh, Glover had it stuck on the right circle. All pinched up as we have a delayed offsides as the K-Wings trying to bring it back in. Cincinnati able to clear it down. Kalamazoo comes back in, able to stay on side. Sorensen tries to tuck it in. He does! He scores! Bradford looked like he got a stick to the face. Uh-oh, he is down. K-Wings make it 7. Bradford able to tip it out in front. The hats fly. And Bradford not even celebrating the hat trick as he jammed it in. Sorensen, I believe, tipped it to him. As he hits the line. comes on through. We get a look at the replay. It was played off the end boards. And it was Sorensen who chipped it right out to Bradford. And yes, he did take a stick straight to the face, Justin Vive, right after the shot was released. Just whacks him. That's tough. K-Wings ice staff come to pick up the hats. So hat trick for Brads. Glover and Sorensen pick up the assist. That's now 3 goals and 8 assists on the week for Eric Bradford. 6 goals, 4 assists for Ty Glover. The K-Wings, with 9:19 remaining in the third period, have blown it open again. 8th goal of the season for Brads with the hat trick. K-Wings now with 3 hat tricks on the week. K-Wings bring it right back in after the center ice faceoff. Smirek going to angle it ahead after intercepting it. Lapide comes down, gets hemmed up on the half boards on the near side. Flung back to center ice. Smirek will look ahead. Back the other way as it moves into the right wing corner. Out to the left of Vorva, squirts back to Dashke. He comes back out the right side, moves it ahead. From glove to stick goes Seifert. He's ridden off the puck, so that allows Cincinnati to bring it in. Cairns dumps it softly off the boards. He'll peel back for a change. Callisti head up, comes into the neutral zone on the far side. Gets thrown right back out of the zone and then dumped right back in by Sackerman in on the glove of Syme. 8,846 into Wings Event Center this weekend across 3 games. Tough battling with Western Michigan University hockey as well with a homestand. They come right back towards the net here into the zone. Kiefer angled off underneath. Now Frazier looked to clear, intercepted. Norquist trying to storm down through the right circle. Bounces off his stick. He leaves it. Now it's chipped ahead. Coming up was Josh Burnside. He finds a man, and that shot lifted up and over by Panwar. Rattles off the glass. Now Vive with a shot after he held it at the blue line. That goes wide. And sent back again. And there's a fadeaway drive coming off the stick of Doherty. It goes up and out of play. We get a whistle and a stoppage with 7:15 remaining in period number 3. K-Wings up 7-3, and they're looking for their first week sweep of 4 games since the 2021-22 season. You got to go back to March, or weekend sweep, excuse me, March 18th through the 20th of 2022. They beat Iowa 5-4 twice, and then Wheeling 7-6. And then also earlier in the week to complete that sweep is we're led on here. Also, they won 3-2 at Cincy to start. So that's the last time the K-Wings have swept 4 games. Back March 16th through the 20th of 2022. For the face-off, K-Wings taken out of the defensive end. Dumped in the left wing corner. Cooper Walker. Angle off his man. He comes back on the back check, takes it away from Smirek. Then allow McDonald to go into the right wing corner, go low to high. Walters angles it down low for Taylor. Taylor, he gets pinched up by Doherty. Klein over there as well as Walker's trying to assist. That's below that right wing corner, about 4 feet off the trapezoid to the left of Syme. Finally moves as Walker slings it back out. It goes right between the D-men, and it's going to head all the way back to Vorba. First ECHL and pro hat trick for Eric Bradford. Brad's now in his 9th pro season. He's piled up points everywhere he's been, from Brampton, a few different stops across 300 plus ECHL games. Down to the K-Wings left wing corner. It skips off the board. Stepping in front of it is Bradford with those 3 goals. Dumps it down. Goes underneath. Burnside. Gonna move it forward, sorts, and took a stick up high. It comes back to the K-Wing slot. 5:26 remaining as it's moved back out to center ice. Burnside plays it to Panwar. Panwar got stuck on his stick, couldn't backhand it ahead. Gets it right back though, and then has it taken right back away by Morrison, who gives it up to Cairns, who comes over the line, and that's offsides as Panwar jousting with Kiefer. And that will cause the horn to sound. Final media timeout of period number 3. K-Wings with the 7-3 advantage. We'll take a quick break. Back with more after this.
Looking for a job right away? Don't wait. WSI Recruitment and Staffing is here to help. We have immediate openings across all shifts in manufacturing, production, warehouse, packaging, and hospitality. You want competitive pay? You can earn up to $20 per hour and enjoy the security of weekly paychecks. Say puck yeah to fresh, exciting opportunities. Dive deep at WSITalent.com and quickly apply for multiple jobs. Remember, WSI Recruitment and Staffing. Your ideal job is just a click away at WSITalent.com.
Hey K-Wings fans, Chris Cadeau here to tell you it's time to stop buying single game tickets and save some money by joining the ranks of the High Flyers as a season ticket holder. The K-Wings have customizable plans to fit your budget, which in turn allows you that exclusive experience you've been looking for while enjoying Kalamazoo's only professional sports team. There's no better time than right now to become a K-Wings season ticket holder. Just call 269-488-8158 or go online to kwings.com to secure yours today.
7-3 the score. Neutral zone face-off. 5:07 remaining in the third. K-Wings in the driver's seat as they have now scored 27 goals across the last 4 games. Coming into the week, averaging just 2.33 goals per contest. If it ends right here, right now, we would be standing at 3.09 goals per game. So what an effort by the K-Wings here this week. Goes on a plate, so we get ourselves a neutral zone, correction, a left circle face-off out to the right of Hunter Vorba. Off in play now as it's pushed out by Chaz Rennikop and down the ice. We get a penalty on Kalamazoo, so that puck that went out of play ends up as a delay of game assessed to Dashke. 4:40 left in the third, 1:40 left in the Via Credit Union penalty kill. Now Vive sends it wide as he had it wide open from underneath, and Justin Vive does not miss shots like that very often. K-Wings clear the zone, and he parks himself on the left point waiting for the puck to come up ice. Vive chatting with Bradford as they've competed against each other for years. They come in over the line. And it's cleared back to the left point, kept by Smirek. He looks exhausted as he tailors it to Andrusiak, gets it back, chops it to Doherty. Now Doherty gets it across, and Andrusiak scores. That's another power play goal for Cincinnati. It's 7-4 with 3:51 remaining. Tic-tac-toe. And you can see it on the Cyclones' faces, and rightfully so. Over 1,900 plus miles traveled this week. They muscle up 4 up onto the scoreboard. They still trail by 3 here with under 4 to go. 8th goal of the season for Andrusiak. Another one as they come flying in, and what a save by Hunter Vorva. Nope, they score again. It looked like it came over the top, and it's now a 7-5 game with 3:39 remaining. Could Cincinnati be coming right back? Kalamazoo celebrating as it comes down low. He's coming back across. It goes off of the trapper of Hunter Vorva and bounces into the cage. So we'll see if the K-Wings can clamp down here. Giving Cincinnati life. Time of the goal by Andrusiak. 16:09 on the power play. As it's dumped back out, Cincinnati continues to pressure here. Shot total now 31-26. Turnover in the left circle. Dashke able to take it right back. Flung over to Bradford. Bradford over center ice is going to fling it right in on Syme. "12 seconds between goals. Griffin to Kalamazoo. K-Wings dumping all the way back down. 2:51 remaining. We'll keep an eye on the netminder. As it comes all the way back in, the K-Wings playing off the boards. See if they can dig down deep. Shot comes in, tipped out in front by Vive. It goes wide. Andrusiak laid it in from the right point. Now it's hung up in the left wing corner. Chipped through. Radikop will take it from left to right and get it to McDonald, who serves it into the air. It's going to bounce past Cairns and end up off the right wing corner. K-Wings get a change. Sent across. Lapide chips it. Now it's sent by Bjorkvik Holmes. Centered out in front. Picked up by David Kiefer. He plays it softly off the boards, and then he's dumped. No call. K-Wings take it away at center ice. Josh Passolt looking for a hat trick. Coming down on the left circle. He'll softly play it around the rim from left to right. That allows Kiefer to pick it up. Kiefer stops, turns, looking for somewhere to go with it. Passolt moves to the slot. Kiefer tries to find him. It goes off the back of the net. And then recovering. Good job of recovering was Burnside. He gets it ahead to Lapide. We got a minute 37 to go in the third period. And Syme just staying down in the Cincinnati end as we get a neutral zone face-off here. So Cincinnati connects with 3 power play goals in this game. That's the most the K-Wings have given up all season long. They've only given up 2 one other time. You have to go all the way back to the second game of the season against Indy on October the 25th. We got a $1:15 remaining. Puck now moved down to the Cincinnati end and up ice. Dumped in by Griffin. As Vorva comes out, gets a little bit of it with the paddle. Redicott tosses it back to the left point. We're under a minute to go as it's chipped up and out of play. 57.5 remaining. Looks like Cincinnati is Just going to pack this one in, and there's the hard hit of the game. As the puck moves down ice, that's the roughing call on Seifert as he tossed Patrick Polino into the seating area. Dumped all the way down the ice for an icing. We got 49 seconds left. 7-5 Kalamazoo looking to make it 4 straight. And after dropping 2 in a row, after taking 4 of 6 from the 18th of November through November 30th, the K-Wings are looking to be back at 500 as it's dumped all the way down the ice again for icing after the face-off. It'll be the first time the K-Wings have been 500 since they were 3-3 back on November the 4th before falling to Iowa 3 straight, the start of 5 straight losses, but that clearly in the rear view as off the face-off, a drive and a save made as Smirik wound up and blasted it at Vorva. He finds it in the trapper, releasing it from just coming down actually on that right circle, giving his whole rump into it. 40.2 left. K-Wings win the draw. Redicott going to send it up to the neutral zone. McDonald ahead, and then Walker going to toss it in, and it'll bounce to the left of the Cincinnati netminder, picked up by Taylor. He tried to send it back out in front, and it's intercepted. 23 seconds left. Now a centering pass up top. Lapide, 15.6 as it comes through. Taylor picks it up. He's just going to softly lay it out of the zone. 9 seconds to go in the hockey game. Frazier gets across the blue line. Gets it to Lapide. His shot in. Keeping it alive, it's Vorva, and the K-Wings win 7-5. And again, not a pretty hockey game all the way around as both teams gassed coming in after 3 straight games. And 4-5 for both of these hockey clubs, but the K-Wings use another special middle frame as they score 4 in the second to break the 2-2 tie after 1 period of play. Eric Bradford with the hat trick. Josh Passolt 2 consecutive games with multi-goals. And for the Cincinnati Cyclones, their record falls to 10-9-1-0 on the year. For the K-Wings, they improved to 11-11 on the season, picking up point number 21 and 22 for Hunter Vorva. He picks up his 3rd win of the year. Now 3-4-0-0 on the season for Julian Syme. Admiral effort between the pipes to step in this week. He is now 1-2-1-0 on the year, and Cincinnati doesn't get a lot of time to rest because for them, they are going to be back in action on Wednesday as they will welcome Utah with their 7-11 record coming into today. For the K-Wings, they don't play again until they see Cincinnati in Cincinnati on Friday. That's going to be our next broadcast, and we will come to you at 6:35 p.m. Correction, will be on air at 7:10 p.m. for the 7:35 p.m. puck drop in Cincinnati. The K-Wings improved to 2-0 versus the Cyclones this year. 4-0 on the week for the first time since 2022. They dust up Ohio again, sending both teams packing with L's. And don't look now, but the Kalamazoo Wings are climbing up the standings. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with the CSM Group post-game show and wrap this one up. K-Wings win 7-5. That's 4 straight, Kalamazoo.
CSM Group is a national project management company with roots in Kalamazoo, Michigan since 1983. CSM Group has also been leading the construction industry with their extensive safety practices and execution of jobs of all sizes. CSM Group employs over 100 construction professionals and hosts operations in 26 states as well as Canada. They have market-focused divisions in healthcare, food and beverage, industrial manufacturing, education, and corporate facilities. For all your project needs, be sure to call CSM Group at 269-746-5600.
Ever wish you could visit Italy but just can't afford it? Don't worry, Jasper's Pizza and Fine Italian Food will be your tour guide as you go on a culinary tour of Italy. With the best ingredients shipped straight from Italy, Jasper's is made from scratch sauces. Pastas and pizza won't disappoint. Jasper's, located at 5190 Gold Road, is the place to go for all your pizza and pasta needs. Jasper's has been a Kalamazoo staple since 1977 and still serving you great food today.
Looking for a job right away? Don't wait. WSI Recruitment and Staffing is here to help. We have immediate openings across all shifts in manufacturing, production, warehouse, packaging, and hospitality. You want competitive pay? You can earn up to $20 per hour and enjoy the security of weekly paychecks. Say puck yeah to fresh, exciting opportunities. Dive deep at WSITalent.com and quickly apply for multiple jobs. Remember, WSI Recruitment and Staffing. Your ideal job is just a click away at WSITalent.com.
Welcome to the Kalamazoo Wings post-game show, a recap of tonight's matchup and a look ahead to the next K-Wings game. Here's the voice of the Kalamazoo Wings, Chris Cadeau.
Well, Jim, you did it again, sir, which means you have the esteemed honor of turning it up. A gritty weekend with tons of goals. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Kalamazoo Wings as they pick up 4 wins this week. And they do it in emphatic fashion, netting 27 goals across those 4 games. And just boy, oh boy, what an effort here today. Both teams looked exhausted, and it was tough. Just watching a game like this, it becomes more of survival than it does anything as they survive the weekend, as it got really, really, really dicey in the aspect of skill play towards the latter half of the hockey game, but a ton of goals scored. So to be on the other side of it does feel good. And you know Cincinnati is going to regroup and want to take it back to the Kalamazoo Wings when they come to town next Friday. Final score 7-5 in favor of Kalamazoo. As we jump into the CSM Group postgame show with the Bud Light game recap. First period at the 2:40 mark. First shot from Cincinnati. First goal, Jalen Smirnak, 6th of the season. As a great job on the special teams for the Cyclones as they go 3 for 5 and they serve the K-Wings the most power play goals scored against all year long. But it would be Eric Bradford to answer with 2 goals in exactly 35 seconds to give the K-Wings the 2-1 lead. That is 6th and 7th. Robbie Callisti with the assist on the first goal, and for Robbie, that's assist number 8 on the season, improving his point total to 12. On the second goal, Tanner Sorensen and Ty Glover, they continue to hook up with each other. And for Tanner Sorensen, Sorny, he finishes off a huge week with his 5th assist. First of 2 points in the hockey game. And for Ty Glover, he is also finding the score sheet again as Glover has another multi-point game. Coming into the game, that line had really clicked over the last three.